Hey, Ask Susan right here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your Monday transformational motivation moment with moi, your host this week and every week, with the questions that you're asking in how do I live a congruent life? What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I could be going for? Or, Susan, I just want to share with you how much I've shifted and changed. I love it all. So come on in with your comments, your questions, your ahas. This month, we're into relationships, and we're going to delve into the complexities of a relationship with the question that came in from Lila, a valued member of our Congruent Living Facebook community. And she asked Susan, I feel like I'm just going through the motions in most of my relationships. You know, when you shift and change, watch out what happens. Anybody else can relate to that? She said, how can I make my interactions with others more meaningful? Well, this is going to be the cornerstone of our discussion today. So, Lila, thank you so much. Let's jump in and just get into it. Each of us has a distinct way of fitting into this vast puzzle of relationships. Some of us are natural givers, others are there to lend a hand, while others are the life of the party, celebrating every small victory. I have a couple of friends like that, and actually I really appreciate it when I come up to them with an idea and they're just right there. Then there are the visionaries, those who inspire and motivate us to be better, to work from a different space. That's what congruent living is all about, and that's actually how I play with the congruent living method. But sometimes we find ourselves on the sidelines, watching life pass us by. So let's talk about how we can step into a more active role for you, Lila. Now, finding your place starts with self-reflection. Consider what brings you joy and fulfillment. Do you thrive on supporting others, or do you find happiness in creating and leading? It's about recognizing your strengths and leveraging them to enhance your relationships. And by doing so, you become an integral part of the puzzle in relationships. It's kind of like all these moving pieces all the time. Puzzle never stops, it never ends. But when we decide that we're a placeholder, that we have no other option, it's like you're stopping the energy of who you truly be and what you're asking to create by being in relationship. And by the way, we're in relationship with everything and everyone. We're the only species on the planet that thinks that, oh, I'm just by myself. No, 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 no. You are the ripple that creates the ripple that creates the ripple, no matter what you think of yourself. So stay with me now. Are you a contributor, always adding value and supporting those around you? Perhaps you're a celebrator, the one who cheers up others and uplifts them. Like, what brings you joy in how you create in relationships? Maybe you are the creator, actively shaping and forging paths in your relationships. And there's the chance that you might find yourself on the sidelines, as we've talked about, waiting for your turn. Now, a contributor, they're the glue that holds the pieces together. They're the listeners, the supporters, the ones who give without expecting in return. But contributors, if this is you, while your generosity is your strength, please remember not to lose yourself in the process. Your piece of the puzzle is just as vital as the support you provide for others. Know thyself. To thyself be true. I love that. Celebrators are the joy in the room, the ones who celebrate every success and milestones. You're necessary for motivating and engagement. Yet, celebrators, if this is you, be wary of becoming a mere audience member to other people's lives. Yeah. Be sure to celebrate your victories too. Every night before I go to bed, I ask for 3 things that I'm so grateful for. And that's my way of celebrating my victory in how I'm creating my day. So remember, your achievements are just as worthy as anyone else's, and it's for you to celebrate. Now, if you're a creator, then you're the architect of the puzzle. If you're a creator, you're the one who's actively engaging in building and nurturing relationships. You're the initiator, the planner, the mover. While you shape the world around you, please, please, please don't forget that creation is a shared process. Allow others to co-create with you. Again, we're the only species on the planet that, okay, I've got an idea and I'm going to go with it. We were created to co-create and blend your special sauce with others to form a beautiful interconnected design. And then we have those on the sidelines. It's not an easy place to be, watching life's game play out in front of you, feeling disconnected. But here's the twist. The sideline is also a place of possibilities. It depends how you play with it. It's from here you can observe, take an aerial view, learn, and when ready, step into the puzzle as a contributor, a celebrator, or a creator. The sideline, it's not a permanent spot. It's a starting line for you and the life, living, and relationship that you're asking to create in this moment. Yeah, and I love that. As extrovert as I seem, I'm also an introvert. I also love to take my time for me, with me, reflect, learn, acknowledge, appreciate, choose again. Yeah, that's what congruent living is all about. So understanding your role in the puzzle of relationships helps you navigate the intricate dynamics of connection. It's about balance, about giving and receiving, creating and celebrating. So take a moment after this, you're listening to this Ask Susan, after this talk, and reflect. Which role do you predominantly play? Write it down. Get it out of your head, get it on paper. Be present with it. Which role would you like to explore more? Remember, a puzzle is never complete, and yet it must have its own unique pieces to come together in harmony, including yours. Yeah, I know. What do you mean a puzzle's never complete, Susan? I see puzzles complete. Yeah, and then somebody else takes it, opens it up, messes it up again, and they start all over again. So are you ready to move beyond the sidelines? To contribute, celebrate, and create in ways you've only imagined? If that's a yes, and you're not already a member of our Congruent Living community, come on in. This is a place where we support and empower each other to live authentically in every piece of life's puzzle. It's a place to share your journey, to take part in the conversation and create this masterpiece of life and living together. So know that if you want to dive deeper with me, just come on over to susanlazarhart.com and we will get you on my calendar where we're going to play with the questions, the big questions that you have that perhaps you're not even aware of, because that's where the juice is, right? That's where we want to shift and change. What is it that has you negating who you truly be, that if you actually stepped into it would give you the joy of life and living that you're asking for, that perhaps you're missing in every relationship? And remember, that primary relationship is the one with you. So know that I'm here to help you find your fit in this beautiful, complex puzzle we call life. Until next time, live boldly, live greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and your willingness to shift and change in these puzzle pieces. I wonder what that could create. Let me know. I always love to read your comments below. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing week, and I will see you live next Monday for our final transformational, motivational moment in our Zoom room. So start writing out your questions and come on in, where we'll be going live from our Zoom room for our last week of February. Until then, have an amazing life. Bye-bye.